Hey guys, Charles Short Reviews here, and today we're going to take a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Core Class Soundwave. Finally. So yeah, anyways, here we have Core Class Soundwave, so yeah. Really cool. Now, if you guys don't know, I actually had I had a different copy of this figure since July, I think, like early July. But the problem with that one was, I'm like, oh hey, look, it's a free Soundwave at like Target. Like, well, it wasn't for free. I had to buy it like for regular price. But I'm like, oh hey, look, it's a Soundwave. Like, there's one left. I just got it without knowing or noticing that he actually had two. I think it was two right forearms, and it's like, oh no. And yeah, it's pretty rare that I get an error on one of my figures, so... Yeah, I think the only other time that's happened was the RAD 2015 Starscream, the Warrior class figure. I actually, now if you remember, I actually do have a proper one. It's like, wait a minute, doesn't your copy have like regular feet? It does, but I also used to have a copy. My first one was, had like the legs, like two like right legs or something, and her left leg. No, it was right leg. I don't know. It's been so long, but yeah. Anyways, without further ado, then later on, I went to Amazon because I couldn't find this guy at the store, and then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get him, and I got him. And I've had him for quite a while now. However, I haven't really had the time to review him. So here we are. Anyways, here's Soundwave in his tape deck mode thing, but yeah, and I'd say this is probably like the best of the core class assault modes, because this is like, got a lot of cool things going on here. Kind of a little feature. We'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, here we go. The Decepticon logo. You can see Laserbeak inside, and if you're like, oh man, he's trapped in there, it's like, that's cool. Well, I'm about to blow your mind. Well, what? You can remove Laserbeak? Yes, you can. But can you transform? No. But, I mean, how is that even possible? He was gonna be, like, too tiny to transform. Unless it's, like, one of those, something gonna make it, like, world's smallest of the, Netflix Laserbeak, and just make him really small so he could fit in here. Hey, that would be cool. But, yeah, and by the way, there's a button right here. This does not work, it's just molded in. So, yeah, there's like this section right here at the top, and that's how I can flip it down. And there's no pay on the back here, but it is on the front. So, hey. And I got some nice silver here, and more nice paint details. On the back, not really much, just some folded up arms. And yeah, and of course you can see the feet sticking out like this. So if you wanted to use a transformation, you could just flip these up. But they kind of, they don't look bad. But, yeah, just best to have it like this. I'm not going to complain, if it looks like this, it'll look really good. And I just realized you could use this as, I don't think anyone's pointed this out. You could actually use this, if you don't remember in G1, when he transformed, he mass shifted into the small cassette that we all know and love. So, well, I don't know if we love it. Well, of course, there's tons of Soundwave fans. So, but yeah, so he could go into that, but he was small. So, you could use the Netflix one, which I review. Go check that review out, and just use this as the ultimate because mass shifting. Hey, just thought that would be cool. I don't think anyone's pointed that out, so I'm going to point it out. And there's also here, I think it's the volume dial or something. It's some dial on here, but the button is just faux. It's just a faux dial. Oh well. Invisible head syndrome. Oh well. That's all I have to say. Oh well. But what else could Hasbro do? It's a small $10 figure. So yeah, now for accessories, he does come with his blaster here, and yeah, nicely done. Got a nice red stripe painted, and some silver here at the tip. And this other accessory is a kind of like shoulder cannon with the little red dots painted in and nothing else. And we'll get into robot mode storage, but for the alt mode, there's like these two holes on either side, and you can just tab those in. I think this one's supposed to go here, yeah, because this one doesn't have the this here, the little blaster part, like the front of it. Like, because if it was like here, it would be like sticking up like that. So you have to use the lower one for this. There you go. There you got the storage for Soundwave, and not bad, not bad at all. You know, fits in pretty well. So yeah. So yeah. Anyways, now for comparison, here he is with Optimus Prime, and this doesn't really scale that well, you know, because again, he's like huge. He's like pretty much about the same size here, as you can see. Here he is with his master, Megatron. Here he is with his, for a short time master, if you don't remember Transformers the movie. Yeah, he was his master before, you know, he got obliterated by Galvatron, and then he became his master again, technically, just as Galvatron. Here he is with Bumblebee and Spike, you know, because it's a core class. It wasn't released in Kingdom, but it was a core class, and even if you don't remember, at Target stores, when they had this figure back on the shelves, they actually did put core Bumblebee, so that does confirm that this is a core class Bumblebee, and he pretty much is. I kind of knew that. And yeah, so there you have the Almo comparison. So let's get right down to transformations. So start off, just, you know, again, I want to remove his accessories, and this one around and get out. All right. So now what you want to do is you want to untab the arms here. Yeah, there's tabs there, and then there's lots of arms there on the sides. And you just want to tab those. Next, you want to unattach the legs here, and then straighten them out. Do the same over here. And I just want to rotate them like this. And do the same right here, and flip out the feet. And once you got that, there you have some of the robot, but we're not done. Alright, we're not done. Then next, flip out the arms, then flip out the hands, and there you go. And then finally, flip out the head, rotate it around, and there you have Soundwave in his robot mode. And yeah, this is a really nice Soundwave. I think this is like my favorite core class figure. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but I'm not literally just saying, oh yeah, because I love Soundwave, he's my favorite Decepticon. No, it's actually a really nicely done figure, and of course, yeah, I really like Soundwave. So, but yeah, here is Soundwave, and yeah, this is a nicely done figure, especially if you don't have the Netflix one. And now I'm not saying like, oh no, it's like you don't have the Netflix one, I guess you're gonna have to get the little one now, because I mean, it doesn't scale. But if there's like a third-party company that, like, you know, does one of those, you know, KO or size ones, you know, that kind of is Voyager scale, that would be really cool if they did that. Just for those that don't have it, you know, I already got it. Not bragging or anything, but anyways, let's take a look at the details here. So yeah, so we got the head sculpt. Yeah, again, that's easily G1 Soundwave. You got the Decepticon logo, same stuff we saw before, so we won't pay too much attention to that. Got some silver here, and yeah, and then nice detail for the arms too. They had some paint and all that. On the back, you know, nothing as usual, but hey, not a lot of hollow stuff, you know, except for the back of the forearms, a little of the head, and around the lower legs. So yeah, really nice in that. Now for articulation, his head, I think, is on a ball joint. I know that's on a ball joint, but it does move side to side and look up a bit, do the transformation and all that. Arms do go out this far, and no bicep, but the elbows do bend, but they can move all around on those big ball joints. So that kind of makes up for, no biceps. And then you got the hands here. They can move back and forth, do the transformation, again. Well, this being a small scale transformer, most of their articulations is going to be from transformation, or not most, like some. And then if you flip up this waist piece here, his legs can move this far and only back that far, but the knees do bend very nicely, and the feet go back and forth. Again, do the transformation. I mean, that's kind of intentional. Like how they had the ball joint. If it was just for transformation, it was just kind of flip in and out. But nope, they had the ball joint in. So yeah. But yeah. Oh, and also the thighs do have a rotation as well, and they can go out this far as well around the hips. And he does not have waist rotation. I don't think any of the core class figures have. No, I take that back. Megatron does, and I think Optimus kind of does. It's kind of more between his, like in the middle of his chest, like right above his abdomen. Yeah, but there you have the robot mode here. But if you know something looks a little off, that's because accessories. So here's that little cannon we showed off earlier, and I just want to lower that down in. So nicely, gently put it in, and it'll fit nice and snug. And then we got his blaster, of course. I mean, that people, won't ride over if that isn't included. But there it is. And yeah, really, really nice. Now that really completes the look of this figure. So yeah, really, really nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it for all the little stuff. And of course, he's got his trusty old laser beak in there. I just want to take a look at the details. You got all that in there in the chest. Like, Hasbro did not need to add that detail. They did not have to, but they did. So it's like, hey, that's pretty nice. They didn't have to do it, but it was cool that they did. Alright, so I'll just put that back in there. And now let's get to the comparisons. So now for robot mode comparisons. Here he is with Optimus Prime. Yeah, I think the scope works. Here he is with his master Megatron. So there's that. Here he is with Bumblebee and Spike. Bumblebee, I guess, works. I don't know. Spike, meanwhile, doesn't. Kind of, I don't know. I think they're both a little too big. But, well. Hey, I don't mind. I'm glad we're at least getting new small-scaled Transformers. And finally, for the Decepticons, here he is with Starscream. And the final comparison here is with, what's his name? It's been so long. Dracodon, as Wave Mate. So there you have the robot mode comparisons. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Core Class Soundwave. And yeah, I really do like this figure. It's probably my favorite of the Core Class figures. Optimus is really good. He could use a bit more paint. Megatron's good. And Bumblebee's okay. Starscream's really good. I think Starscream before Soundwave was my favorite, the Core Class. But Soundwave easily took it over. And of course, I failed to mention, of course, Dracodon's Mold Mate, Vertebrake, and Rattrap. But, who needs to see some random characters scaled with, Soundwave or something, and that random character is Rattrap, because it's it makes some sense. It's who wants to see it? But yeah, I really like this figure. It's definitely, him and Rattrap are probably my favorite Core Class figures overall. in like just in general. So yeah, but time will tell. We'll see what new core class figure will come along. Now it won't be in Kingdom because Wave 4 there's no core class figure apparently. But in Legacy there will be. If Legacy is true. Again, yeah, I'm just saying that because, you know, what if I watch this in like 2 years from now and there's no Legacy, and I'm like, oh no. But yeah, so anyways guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more. And comment down below whether you like this guy or not, and if he's your favorite of the core class figures so far. Just comment down below which one is your favorite. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say. So anyways guys, till all are one.